The weave world is amazing. What it is, yo? What's up? Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, KCTV. Thank you for tuning in again. Now today I'm going to be letting you know everything that anybody who likes weave, wants weave, thinks about weave, whatever. I'm going to be giving you the basic tips and terminology that you need to know. So let's jump right in. Probably the most basic thing that you definitely need to know is what tracks are. Tracks are literally just the base of the weave, and tracks and wefts are the same thing. Okay, tracks and wefts, same thing. A weft is just the hair that is being sewn together to make the extension. Now with wefts, you can either get single wefted or double wefted. Single is going to be a little bit thinner, it's going to be more natural. You know, I recommend single wefted because it'll make your hair lay flatter. Double wefted is going to be thicker, and you can either get it machine wefted or hand wefted. Now I also would recommend machine wefted because the machine is going to make the tracks more secure versus hand wefted. Hand wefted, you're probably going to experience more shedding. Now the next important thing that you need to know is what pieces and lots are, because I know that when you're looking for hair, when it says how many pieces do you want, like what are pieces, and then how many lots do you want, or a lot of what? I want a lot of weave. Pieces are literally bundles. That is it, that is all. When they say pieces, they mean bundles. A lot is the amount of bundles that are sold together. Usually you get 3 bundles per lot. So 2 lots, 6 bundles, 3 lots, 9 bundles, so on and so forth. Now that you know that, the next most important thing you need to know is density. Very important. You need to make sure that you're not walking out here with 3 bundles of 24 inches and it's looking like straw. You need to make sure that it's flowing and it's thick and it's bouncy, doing its thing, you know? The density ranges from 90% to 200%. 90, don't ever get 90%, okay? Never get 90%. I mean, unless you want some thin ass hair, you should be looking for hair between 100 and 150% density. 100% is still on the thinner side. Between 120 and 130%, that's like the most natural, most realistic look of what your real hair would be. And then I usually get 150% density because that is like natural, but it's thicker. If you are trying to get some like long ass hair, like 24, 26 inches, then you need to get like 180% density so that you can ensure that even though it's long, you're still going to have that same, you know, thickness throughout. So now that you understand those basics, the next thing you need to know is the types of hair there are. The 3 main types of hair you need to know of are the virgin hair, Remy hair, and synthetic hair. Remy and virgin hair, they're similar, but they are definitely not the same. Virgin hair is completely natural, it's unprocessed, it's like straight from the ponytail, they take it, cut it, boom, like unprocessed, natural, it's not touched type hair. Remy hair, it is human hair as well, however it doesn't come from the same person. It's going to come from a bunch of different people, and usually there is a chemical added to it, so like whether it's permed or colored or whatever the case may be. And the Remy hair also has the cuticles intact. Now synthetic hair, I mean, obviously I'm not going to recommend synthetic hair unless you are just want something really quick, or like a quick cheap wig, like just something quick and on the go. But synthetic hair is fake hair. Everyone knows that. It's plastic fibers that actually comes from acrylic that they heat up and they stretch out. Now that you know the 3 types of hair, there's a bunch of different ways that you can get hair sewn in, but the top 3 are a regular, you know, sewing with leave out, a frontal, and a closure. Now there is definitely a difference between a frontal and a closure. A lot of people don't know the difference. A frontal goes from ear to ear, and it's to recreate your entire like hairline. You can either get, you know, the frontal just for the front, or you can get a 360 frontal that is going to go all the way around your hair so that you can wear it up completely. If you get the frontal that just is in the front, then you know when you try to put your hair up, that whole kitchen gonna be out. But if you get the 360, then you know it's gonna cover up the kitchen. Then you also have a closure. A closure is usually either 2x2 or 4x4, and it's just to recreate your natural part. So you can either, you know, put it right here to do the middle part, or you can move it, shift it a little bit to one side or the other for a side part. Frontals and closures are really good for protective styles when, like, say your leave out starts to break off. So now that you know those basics, now you get to choose the hair type that you want. Now, there's so many hair types to choose from: Brazilian, Peruvian, Indian, Malaysian, Mongolian, Russian, Cambodian. The list goes on and on. However, the top ones that I would personally recommend are Indian, Peruvian, and Cambodian. I love Peruvian. I've had Peruvian straight hair plenty of times, and I've recommended to friends. They got it, they loved it. I had Indian deep curly. If you haven't seen my hair review that I did on the Indian deep curly hair that I have and still have, I've had it for a year now and it's still popping. I've also tried out the Cambodian curly and straight hair. Love both of those as well. I haven't really tried out Eurasian, and I haven't tried out Russian, but I'm going to try out Russian next because I keep on hearing good things about it, so I'm going to have to check that one out. So once you figure out the type of hair you want, you need to figure out the texture of hair that you want, and there is a bunch of textures as well. We have straight, loose wave, body wave, deep wave, water wave, deep curly, kinky curly. The list just goes on and on and on and on. So now I believe I've equipped you with enough terminology and tips for you to be able to purchase whatever weave out there that suits you best. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Don't leave without giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing. Thank you all for tuning in again to KCTV. I'll see you guys next time.